One of the biggest things that I've not really outright spoken about like on social media is I think that that's like not such a glamorized part of social media. I don't know how much I can say because
another day, another train station.
we're waiting for our train to go on our little adventure. We're all packed up. So bringing the bikes, and then I've got my Stubble & Co. backpack, and then Gabriel's got this bag, but then he's also got a bunch of backpacks and things on his bike. So not everything is just in this bag, but for size. This is our train. We're going to Robertsbridge. Here's Gabriel trying to figure out where we're gonna get on the train with our bikes. And we got a gifted stay with Unplugged, which is this, we'll show you when we're there, but it's more of like a digital detox sort of thing, and they really force you to like unplug, and they give you like a camera, they give you a little box to lock your phone away in. But yeah, ever since I started doing social media, I've never like taken proper rest, so I am excited to do so. And our train is coming. It's so warm on this train. The aircon does not work. Look out. All right. This is the worst cycle. I wouldn't recommend cycling with a 10-ton bag.
How much did you pack in there? Yes.
Anyways.
It's gonna be unplugged, but not from laugh. You know what I don't need right now? The doorbell. Hello? Hey, I'll buzz you in now. Just getting them parcels.
It's like meant to be like a 6-kilometer cycle or something. Like
A leisurely little amble. So far it's been 100% uphill.
Yeah, it's been so many uphills and my bike is so old.
So many uphills. It's just been one big uphill actually.
And little, oh, what is that? Oh God, oh God. Oh, it's a bee. No, go. You guys don't follow me on social media. Last year I trained for a triathlon, and on a 40, I forget how long, it was like a 40-mile cycle. We were cycling on like a massive downhill like this one, and a bee landed like on the inside of my lip.
Hey, look, sorry to interrupt story. Look at how steep this hill is.
Yeah, I know. So I'm telling the story quick. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna get stung by bees. We're gonna see you at the cabin. Bye. Never thought that we would get here, but we did. Okay, as you can see, we made it. So we're going to take you inside, but this is what it looks like from the outside. It's just like a big box, and we really had to like go through the woods to get here, but essentially just walk in and you've got like the full kitchen here, sink. This is all powered by solar energy. It even has like a stove. They've got olive oil, salt, pepper, coffee beans, tea, cups, cutting boards, all kinds of stuff. And then you go over here and this has like a manual. And then this is meant to be like the phone box that you lock your phone away in. They give you some film to take some photos, and it even has like a little camp light. This is obviously the coolest part because the bed just like looks out onto such a beautiful landscape. Got a bunch of books up here and a radio and a fan, which will be great. Little mirror. I am so tired. And then even have a little fireplace and with some wood. And then the bathrooms just in here. And it's like an eco compost toilet, but the shower is actually pretty nice. Got the sink, and yeah, apparently it's an eco composting loo, but we do have a toilet, and you can look out at the woods while you go to the restroom. This is gonna be home for the next few days, and yeah, we'll share what we get up to, and I'm gonna chat more about like why I've really been craving and needing a digital detox after being on social media for a few years, so I'm excited to chat about that in this video. I'm also trying to work this radio, which I just put in a cassette. I'm gonna try and do that and hit play. Nice. Like I just haven't been able to like get up because this bed is so comfortable. But yeah, while I have you guys here and while Gabriel's in the shower, I started like really posting on social media probably like 2 years ago, and then last year right before Manchester Marathon was when I got like my first, I guess, like big brand deal with Adidas, and it was super cool. But like everything from there took off, and I think ever since then I've had this like go 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 mentality of like post every day, just like be really engaging, which is like amazing, like because you can genuinely build something, and I truly believe that anyone can start on social media if they want to. I think for me it's just been hard to like, I don't know, just like take myself away from it, which sounds so horrible, but like I literally like am going to put my phone in this box because I think I just like, I don't know, I went to 9 of the 10K PBs last night and it was super amazing, but I think at the same time I was on the overground home with Gabriel, and just to be like super honest, like I had a bit of like a panic attack, I think, and I just like felt this like overwhelming sensation of just like suddenly feeling so overwhelmed from that event. And like, to be granted, we were there for like 8 hours in total, which was a long day, and you're like talking to a lot of people because we were like in the VIP bit, and it's like cool to see people that you see online as well. And I saw a comment on my last video asking me about like when I meet other like running influencers in real life and like what that's like. And I want to get into that without like, I don't know. I don't know how much I can say because like, I don't know. I just like, I basically got to a point last night on this tube ride home where I was just like, it's really, really overwhelming and a bit taxing on like, I don't know, it's like a mix of like my mental health, my social battery, and just kind of like your overall like sense of like worth. And yeah, I want to chat about that more because I think that that's like not such a glamorized part of social media when like things can be so numbers oriented. But don't get me wrong, I think, you know, something like this like was an opportunity given, and I'm so grateful, and I think it's so cool that we get to do this. But I definitely think that like there's a balance that I need to find with social media and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna chill for a bit, and we might go for a walk or something. Still light out, so let's go. Okay, firstly look at what Gabriel found. This is a really nice spot. It looks out to a nice view. This is our little home. And then that is the view just over there.
Going from having literally nothing to having a radio.
So this is where we walked up with our bikes. No, it's really pretty though. There's like, you probably can't see on here, but like loads of flowers over there. And just so much land. Very unplugged for sure. There's some cows way over there in the distance. All right, we are back. Gonna cook some dinner. So we're gonna talk about some of the positives and negatives of being on social media. Both Gabriel and I are on social media, and we
fucking hate it.
it's not true. I just feel like there, like we were just saying and talking about on this walk, like there are positives and negatives. One of the biggest things that I've not really outright spoken about like on social media is this Reddit thread that exists that hates on female running content creators, and it's like literally led to one of my friends deleting all of her social accounts, and she's quite a like very, very good runner. Lots of you probably know her, Diane. It's sad because she's one of the people that like creates such good meaningful content that actually like, I don't know, like it serves a purpose, and I think that it genuinely teaches people something. But I think it's also hard because like there's such a fine line between like from when you find all of this little Reddit thread, and then like how you, I don't know, just like practice some like, I don't know, self-containment from like actually going and looking. And some of my friends talk about it like, I don't know, like if you were an alcoholic and you're like trying to go sober. Yeah, just like counting the days of how many days you've gone without going and checking this hateful thread to see if people have written about you. And at the end of the day, I think, because Gabriel and I have both been written about, like what we've learned, and I think you definitely practice a lot better, it's just like, it doesn't matter what they say, it doesn't matter what they think, but also like no matter what you do, someone will have something to say about it, or like someone will want to hate on it. Like not everyone's gonna like you. And so yeah, it's just a tough one.
I feel like something that people say, I feel like a lot of people who like watch your content might not realise is like it really is just like a couple of minutes out of your day that you see.
Yeah.
And there's like 23 and a half hours that you don't see.
Yeah.
And so it can be tempting to think that someone who watches a lot of your content would like really know you as a person. But like you in a video and speaking to a camera is always going to be slightly different from like the real you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like of course like everything's going to be like a little bit more dramatic for the video and whatever.
Gabriel does hit the nail on the head very well of just like you see like 5%, and I don't know, I think that like because especially most of my content is running, like when I do things like start to train for a big race, it can be really hard, and I had a huge problem before of just like putting goals online, but also like being okay with failing if I did not get them. But yeah, I've sort of learned little by little. But
like you're worried about what people will say if you fail.
Yeah. But like at the end of the day, failure is human, so it's important. But we've arrived back to our little humble abode. We have yet to make a fire in this fireplace. We did not get marshmallows, but we are going to head inside with our little key and make some dinner. We are prepping dinner, which you probably can kind of see. Gabriel's cutting some chicken, so
things are happening.
Vegans look away. Before we start actually pan frying, as we were walking in, Gabriel had a really good point just to add to that conversation that we were talking about, just about like there's a fine line, like almost two categories of like critique or feedback that gets written about you.
Like we know some of your old content isn't like perfect, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like you did silly things in training or whatever.
Yeah.
And people like pointing that out is completely fair game. But I feel like there's a line around, there's a way to do that, isn't there? Like you can let someone know that they've done the wrong thing, or that you think that they should change something slightly in like a polite and respectful way.
Yeah.
It's just the same as if you like bumped into them in the street, just talk to them how you would there. But then there's like a whole other category of like people really like having vitriolic hatred about like you, the things that you're doing, the people that you're friends with, the activities that you choose to do, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Which is just like, I don't know, imagine caring that much about someone that you've never met.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
Which is like crazy because like that is a whole, it's the separate website to Reddit that we're not going to say because I don't want to mention it. But basically, that's a whole separate site to Reddit. But we've also found out, did you find out, or someone that we knew, or either you or someone that we knew found out, that there was like an Instagram page and someone is like actually going out of their way to try and like find who these people are that are writing all of this hate. And there's actually someone, and this is just like one example, but there's someone who like wrote about us, wrote about another creator that I know, and found out that she was like the CEO of like a charity or something.
Oh yeah, it was like a charity for helping people like gain employment or whatever.
Yeah.
And she would like written a load of stuff about like you losing your job and like how privileged you were, like in a cushy project manager role.
Yeah.
Never knew a hard day's work in your life, all of that kind of stuff. That was like, God. Oh, good at
A lot of pure salt.
That came out quite quick there. Yeah. I was kind of hoping it was like one of those automatic ones.
We're gonna cook this and then we will come back to you.
All right, this is dinner. Very cute.
I'm making chamomile tea, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's like loose leaf tea. Like one of these into this cup. I don't know how many spoonfuls you're meant to do. Oh my gosh, I wish that you guys could smell this. The loose leaf tea that we used. I definitely did way too many teaspoons, but it smells so good.
Gabriel won Scrabble, as you can tell by the tallies. But it is now time for bed. I think that this chamomile tea took me out, and here we are. So I know that I'm using my phone, but I'm literally just using it for vlogging. It's on airplane mode, but we're gonna go to bed. Good night. This is what I call a good night of sleep. That is wild. Day 2 in some cycling gear right now because we're gonna cycle to the shop to pick up some stuff to cook breakfast here. But then later we are going to cycle a little bit further to a farm shop, which I'm really excited about. And they have a cafe, so we'll have lunch there and then hopefully pick up some really good food for dinner. My new discovery is that chamomile tea absolutely knocks me out, so I will be buying that when I'm back. But let's go and pick up some breakfast. Currently getting the cycling stuff on. The weather is actually so nice right now. I feel like also we're so remote that like obviously we could just leave our bikes outside, but this is definitely not something that you could ever do in London. We are ready to cycle and get some breakfast. I probably look incredibly silly, but we're gonna get some cycling in today and it's a beautiful day, so we'll take you along. Hey, we're just out cycling. Such a nice day. This is it from the outside. So cute. Okay, we cycled over to a little bakery and got the last almond croissant and a pan of raisin. Okay, we're also picking up some white sourdough to bring back with us. Okay, we are cycling to the little farm cafe through the countryside. Gabriel's up front. Okay, we made it. There's a lot of elevation. Ready for some food. Show me your spoon. Number 16. We are gonna buy so many snacks. I just hope we bought the big bag. I hope it all fits.
These.
All right.
Sell them in Harrods as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. My lunch is come. Gabriel's is coming. But we were gonna buy these crisps anyways. Oh, that is so truffly. But this is the black truffle flavor. But figure these would go good with sandwiches. That was very good. I thought that we would talk about, now that we spoke about some of the negatives yesterday, I thought we could talk about some of the positives of social media. One of them being that it connects you to like the most amazing people. I feel like it brings you community like I have with my run club, which I think is awesome. Most importantly, we met through social media and like became friends through that. And I think like through that we started like running together, and yeah, it really brings you and connects you to like some of the best people. So many of my friends from social media live like all around the world, which sucks because we've like, some of us have met in person, some of us never have, but it is really cool when you do meet in person, like when I met Catherine or Vicky, and it's just like you immediately get on so well. I think especially because you've seen each other's content and it's like you're like-minded people, you can tell. And I know that we said that like social media shows 5%, but still, it's pretty cool. But I think Gabriel's food is now coming. It's time to eat. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a shot of this, but this looks amazing. This is falafel. Oh, we're dripping. Falafel and some sort of
Kimchi?
Kimchi, yeah, kimchi. It's so good. This is what it looks like after you have the second best sandwich you've ever had. He does not want to get up.
Full bet.
The little mini ones.
Are we done?
Yeah. All good. Okay, just having a quick little sorbet before we cycle back. Did you finish it? You finished it. Give you the last bite. I'm solo on this ride just because I sort of wanted like an extra ride because I've got a lot on my mind. But by now we've done this route a couple of times, so I know it by heart, but I've got my phone just in case. I don't know, I just had a really hard conversation with my dad, and it's funny, like we were saying yesterday, people make these assumptions about you online and they don't know like the half of your situation. So I don't know, just really needed to be alone with my thoughts. Digital detoxed a little too hard,
and whilst I was on my cycle, Gabriel was trying to ring me because a freaking dog attacked him. It's fine. We're fine. Gabriel's fine. There is a first aid kit. It's just weird because like this little cabin is situated right next to a massive like estate house. So there are people who live like down the road, but we have to go past them to like get onto the main road. Yeah, I've like reached out to the people to say like, hey,
What up?
this isn't supposed to happen. The cabin manual does give us information for like an emergency hospital nearby. So yeah, not the most relaxing evening. We're gonna make the most out of it. We're gonna make some pasta, have some s'mores.
Gonna have a campfire? Campfire stories?
Okay, here is dinner. We've got pasta and some veg. We're playing a game of Jenga before we go out and get the fire pit going. Right, I think this might be it.
This is...
No! I did manage to catch that on my phone. Gabriel had his camera with him, but that was super beautiful, and I'm so glad that we ran out to catch it. But now we're gonna go back and make s'mores. Okay, we've come back and I've made up a little s'mores plate. They lied when they said that there were 6 chocolate discs. It's actually just a whole bunch of little chocolate chips, but we'll find a way to make it work. But otherwise, we got the biscuits, marshmallows, skewers, and we're gonna take this outside with our little camp light, and Gabriel is out and preparing the fire. Okay, we are trying this out, and I'm gonna get a little shot of Gabriel here, and we did the test shot, so hopefully the right one comes out. We only get 10, so I'm gonna take this and then I'll show you the after product. Look at, you can see Gabriel, but I took a photo of him with the little house and the fire. So cute, but it's still coming out, so we'll check back in. There's s'mores.
It is.
Did the chocolate melt?
Not really. Tastes good though.
Okay. Okay, unsure if this is actually true because it felt like we woke up a lot, but be trying to make some coffee, and these are the beans that are roasted in Hackney. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons to this little manual coffee grinder and actually follow the instructions. So we will grind them here, and then I believe that we put them in here, and then I'm gonna boil some hot water to put on top, which should then drip through and make me a cup of coffee, but we'll see. I hope that I did this right. And there is our cup of coffee. That's insane. Getting ready for a little trail run, and we've got the classic coffee, banana, and electrolytes still, but no peanut butter. Right, so I'm officially using these for the first time for actual trail running. I've only used these for like walking around and hiking, and I'm excited to see what trail running is like. All right, last minute decided to put on the raincoats, which I think is a good decision because it is a little bit cold and who knows if it'll rain any harder. But this is gonna be like a mix of road and trail, and I think it's meant to be quite hilly, so we might like walk, run it. No pressure, just take it super easy. But I'm really excited to test out these shoes, so let's go. All right, we are officially on the trails. We were on the road for a little bit at the start, but we're out in the field.
No cows.
No cows so far. Oh, no, just over there. There they are. Okay.
Try not to get stung.
Yeah, so somehow we are actually going through here as part of the trail. But I'm not gonna run this one. Oh. Oh.
She loves horses.
She's about to go into the field of sheep. These ones are staring right at us. Jackets have come off, and a field of sheep have been watching us take our jackets off. But the rain has stopped, so we're gonna keep going with this run and go in here. I've said this a couple of times, but I would really like to get into trail running. Maybe someday do like a 50K, because I enjoy just like not having the time pressure. It's quite nice. And just like having fun. Got another field of sheep. This one's coming towards us. My arms on that one. But going into here. Just made it through there. Got the Solomons a little dirty. I was caught on a big hill. It's okay. Taking it easy. Okay.
Done.
Yeah, we're getting, what is it called?
Stinging nettles.
Stinging nettles. A lot of those. We just did mile 2, 12:47. Went up a very big incline. My legs are going to be feeling it this week after all the cycling and running. Another hill, and now we're back on the road, but trail running is hard. Going through another little narrow bit. We are almost to 3 miles. Oh?
The official top of the hill.
Oh! There you go. Off the road, back into the field. It is beautiful. There's a lot of tall, overgrown bits that we've been walking through. I really wish that we brought water and snacks because I am so dead. We've just hit 4 miles. Oh, so maybe like one more. And we're gonna have a big breakfast. I might be walking the rest of this because it's all uphill.
Had a good run then.
Yeah, good run. It's still a pretty day out. Alright, that's the trail run done. Back home for some breakfast. 5 miles in an hour 12. And we gotta find our way back now.
This way.
Okay, that way.